Hi guys, welcome back to tutorial 5. Today in this video tutorial, we will learn about some important commands of AutoCAD. So in this video tutorial, we will learn about what is list command and its use. We will go for the fillet and chamfer command. And at last, we will come to know all the details of array command. So let's start the tutorial with these interesting topics. Guys, we are working hard for you all, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to see our tutorial videos at first. At first, we will see what is list command and its use. List command is used to show the property of an object. For example, I have an object here and I want to see all details of the object. What I will do is simply put the command list, enter, then select the object by Windows selection method. I have selected the object. Then press enter. Here is the list of the selected objects. As you can see here, starting from the layer, x-axis value, y-axis value and z-axis value are also present. The length and center point and every details has been provided here that you have used to draw the object. So that's all about the list and its use. Let's go for the second topic, in which we will learn about the fillet and chamfer command. So at first we will go for the fillet command. Suppose I will create a rectangle here and I want to fillet the four corner edges of the rectangle. Simply put the command F enter, or else you can go to modify toolbar and select fillet from here. After that, select the first object, then R enter for radius of fillet. I will put the radius of 10, then enter, then select the second object to fillet. Fillet is used to create the round corner edges with some radius, as you have seen. That's all about fillet command. Let's move to chamfer command. I will erase all this and I will draw a new object and show you the chamfer command clearly. So let's draw an object quickly. So this is the object. Now I will go for the chamfer in this line and in this line. For chamfer, the command is CHA enter, or else you can directly go to modify toolbar and select the chamfer command from here. After selecting the command, select the first line. Then there are two ways to chamfer any object. First is distance. For distance, put the command D enter. Then specify the first chamfer distance and enter. My first chamfer distance is 10. Enter. Then specify the second chamfer distance and enter. Then select the second line to chamfer. So here it is. Let's move to the second way, which is known as angle. To create a chamfer by angle, go for CHA enter, then select the first line, then A enter for angle, Then specify chamfer length on the first line. I will put 10, enter. Then specify chamfer angle from the first line. It means what is the angle from the first line of chamfer. I will put 20, enter. Then select the second line. So here you can see our chamfer is created at 20 and 10. That's all. Alternatively, there is another way to create chamfer in a rectangle in its 4 edges. For this, you have to put the command REC for rectangle, enter. Then for chamfered rectangle, C, enter. Then specify the first chamfer distance. I will put 10, enter. Then select the second chamfer distance, 10, enter. Then specify the first corner point and then specify the other corner point. That's all. You have chamfered rectangle with 4 chamfered edges. There is one more thing I have missed, that is you can also create a filleted rectangle directly. For this, go for REC, enter. Then for filleted rectangle, select F, enter. Then specify fillet radius for rectangle. I will put my radius 10, enter. Then specify the first corner point and then specify the other corner point. So here you can see you have a filleted rectangle with 4 filleted edges on a rectangle. You can also reduce or increase the thickness and width of the rectangle. Like I will put for rectangle REC, enter. Then for thickness T, enter. Then define the thickness value. I will put my thickness value as -5, enter. Then specify the first corner point and then specify the other corner point. So here you can see the thickness of the rectangle. To increase or decrease the width of the rectangle, go for REC, enter. Then for width, W, enter. Then specify line width for rectangle. I will put 3, enter. Then specify the first corner point and then specify the other corner point. So here you can see that the width of the rectangle has been increased by 3 mm. So that's all about the fillet and chamfer command. I hope you have find something interesting here. Let's move to our final topic, which is array and its types. There are 3 types of array present in AutoCAD, which are known as rectangular array, second is polar array, and the third one is path array. So let's begin the array command from rectangular array. So at first we will clear the workspace screen by Ctrl A, E, enter. So then we will draw a object here. I will draw a triangle here. So this is our object and we will create a rectangular array of this object. We will put the array command AR, enter, or else you can go to modify toolbar and select the rectangular array command from here. Then select the object, enter. Then the array creation menu bar opens. Here you can define the column as per you required. Example, I want 5 columns. I will put 5 here and enter. So you can see here our rectangular array has 5 columns. You can define the spacings in between and total. Between means from here to here, and total means the total array distance from here to here. Example, I will put the spacings like in between I will put 50, enter, and the total distance will be auto generated to 200. You can customize this if you require. You can see here. So you can customize the spacings in this way. Also you can define the number of rows between in rows section. Between means from here to here, and you can also define the total spacings from here to here. After all the selections you have done, you can close the array from here. Let's move to another array which is known as polar array. To draw the polar array, let's erase all this by Ctrl A to select all object and then press E to erase, enter. Let's draw an object here to see how polar array works. I will draw a circle here and I will simply draw a line here. So this is our object in which we will create polar array. For polar array, the command is first of all AR, enter. Then you can go for PO, enter. Or else you can directly go to modify toolbar and select polar array directly from here. Then select the object that you want to create polar, then enter. Then specify the center point. Remember, for polar array you will always need a center point because the polar array is recommended for circles. So let's take this as the center point, and at this one the array creation menu bar opens here. Here you can edit your polar array by selecting the number of items. Like I want 8 number of items, I will put 8 here. So you can define the between and fill angle, like between means this direction to this direction, and fill means the all total, the 360 angle direction. I will suggest that not to edit the fill angle of polar array because the polar array generates a 360-degree angle which is better for polar array. So if you still want to edit it, you can also define the extra rows if you need. Like I will put 2 here, and you can see our rows has generated into 2. In row selection you can define the between and total also. Then after all your edit, you can go for rotation. It will rotate the selected object. And also you can change your direction from clockwise to anti-clockwise, like from this direction to this direction. You can see here. Then after all this, close the array from here. The last array type is known as the path array. For this array, you will need a curved object. So let's erase all this and we will draw a object in which we will create a path array. So I will draw a spline here in which you can get the curved edges to draw the path array. So this is our path or curved surface and this is our object. So this is our object. To create path array, go to modify toolbar and select the path array from here. Then select the object, enter, then select the path or curve. You can see here our array creation menu bar opens, and here you can modify your array selections, like you can define the number of items, like I will define it by 12. Sorry, the maximum number of object has been reached, so you can go for 9, enter. So the maximum number of items we can draw in this curve is 10. You can also choose or specify the spacings by between and total. You can also define the rows here. Coming to this part, in this part you can align the items in rotation or in path direction. Like in this way you can align the objects. After all this, you can also select the Z direction of the path array. So after all the edits, you can close the array from here. So that's all in this video tutorial. In the next video tutorial, we will learn about polygon command, polyline command, arc command and its types, and how to make a tangent line. So stay tuned by subscribing our channel and press the bell icon to watch our tutorial videos at first. So thank you very much for your love and support. See you all soon in our next tutorial video. Thank you.